First, let me thank you for being here. I understand that just showing up, whether physically or emotionally, can feel overwhelming when you're trapped in the grip of depression. You might feel like you're fighting a battle with no end, carrying a burden that no one else can see, but I want to tell you, you are not alone in this struggle. Depression is often like being caught in a deep well. You look up and the light seems distant, if not unreachable. You feel surrounded by walls you can't climb, voices that go unheard, and pain that feels endless. It convinces you that there's no way out, no solution, and worst of all, that you don't deserve one. But I am here today to tell you that those are lies depression tells you. And though it's hard to believe right now, there are ways out. We often talk about depression in medical terms, a chemical imbalance, a condition that needs treatment. And it is those things, but it's also deeply personal, emotional, and isolating. When you're caught in its grasp, even simple tasks can seem insurmountable. The weight on your chest doesn't let up. It feels as if hope is nothing but a distant memory, something that maybe you once believed in but have lost faith in along the way. But let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that in the darkest of nights, when the moon is hidden behind thick clouds, you can still see a single star? Even a faint glimmer of light can break through the blackness. And that's what we need to focus on today. Finding that one tiny glimmer of light in your darkest moment. Now, I'm not here to sugarcoat things or pretend that I understand exactly what you're going through. Each person's journey with depression is uniquely their own. What I do know is that no matter how hopeless you feel, there are steps you can take, and there are people and tools to support you. The first step may be small, even unnoticeable to others, but it can start the journey towards something better. The first thing I want to say is that your pain is real, and it's okay to feel what you're feeling. Society often tells us to snap out of it or to just be positive, but if it were that simple, you wouldn't feel so trapped. Depression isn't just sadness. It can be numbness, it can be frustration, anger, exhaustion, and it's valid. Whatever you feel is real and deserving of attention. Acknowledge your feelings. Accept that you're in a dark place right now without being ashamed of it. It's okay to admit that you're struggling. It doesn't make you weak. In fact, recognizing that you're not okay is the first sign of courage. You have the strength to face this. Even if you don't believe it right now, remember, you've survived 100% of your worst days so far. You've been stronger than you realize. One of the hardest parts of depression is the feeling that no one understands you or that you're completely alone. But the truth is, isolation feeds depression. It grows in the silence. It convinces you that you shouldn't bother anyone, that no one could possibly care enough to help. But there are people who care. Reaching out can feel impossible, but even sending a text to a friend or family member, calling a hotline, or writing down your thoughts in a journal can be the beginning of lifting that weight. It doesn't have to be a deep, emotional conversation right away. It can be as simple as, "Hey, I'm struggling." That sentence could be the key to unlocking a door you didn't even know was there. Depression often tells you that no one will care if you disappear. But I am telling you that you are worth the effort. You are worth the time it takes to be helped, supported, and loved. When you're in the depths of depression, it's hard to imagine taking any action at all. The idea of getting up, making decisions, or even moving forward can feel like climbing a mountain with no end in sight. So don't try to climb that whole mountain today. Start with a single step. Maybe today, that means getting out of bed. Maybe tomorrow it's taking a shower. The next day, it could be something as small as making yourself a cup of tea. Each small action, each little decision is a victory over the darkness. It may not feel like much, but it's progress. Each day you show up for yourself, no matter how tiny the effort, you're taking control away from the depression and giving it back to yourself. I want you to understand this. You deserve help. Depression will try to convince you that you don't, that you're not important enough, that your problems aren't worth bothering others with. But you deserve support, just as much as anyone else. Therapy, counseling, medication, These are not signs of weakness. They are tools. They are resources available to you because your well-being matters. If you had a broken leg, you'd get help. Mental health is no different. Your brain, your soul needs care, and there's no shame in that. Recovery from depression is not a straight line. Some days will be better than others. And on the days that feel heavier, it's crucial to have a set of tools ready to help you through. These can be as varied as you need them to be. Maybe it's a playlist of songs that make you feel just a little bit lighter. Maybe it's a list of activities that bring you a sliver of peace, like going for a walk, reading a book, or even sitting outside and feeling the breeze on your skin. Meditation, mindfulness, and breathing exercises can also help you regain a sense of control. They won't fix everything overnight, but they can offer a few moments of relief when the world feels overwhelming. Journaling is another powerful tool. It allows you to put your thoughts into words, to confront them, and sometimes to release them. I want to leave you with one final thought. Hope is not some abstract, distant thing meant only for others. It's for you too. Even in your darkest moments, there is hope. You may not feel it now. You may not even believe in it. But hope is real, and it waits for you to take those first steps toward it. Your life is valuable. Your presence in this world is meaningful, even if depression clouds that truth. You don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. And today, that step might simply be believing that hope exists for you. At the end of our video today, thank you for watching to the end. If you are new, kindly subscribe to my channel for more mental health videos.